All right, and we are back. We have our next opponents up. I believe it's Manny versus someone. I'm actually not too sure right now. We'll get the name up in a second. But Manny taking his lead on, going on from quarterfinals to semifinals.
Yeah.
How do you think he's going to make this losers run? He seems to be very strong on form right there.
Hey, listen, honestly, after what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing, ever since he did so well at DBZ last year.
Yeah.
I've been following Manny's just journey overall. Most recently, one Meltdown, which is not an easy feat.
It is not an easy feat whatsoever.
It's one of the most stacked, if not the most stacked London local that we have. So fair play, to Manny for making it obviously from a losers run, and now we're seeing that losers run once again. So definitely doable if Manny has that momentum to go forward. But I think we're gonna get started with our very first game of this set.
Oh, and it's Manny versus Ghidra.
Ghidra, yes.
We saw Ghidra send Robbie to the losers earlier.
Oh,
now,
is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play, fair play.
I believe he sent Robbie to losers earlier. I believe he did anyway. But yeah, Robbie, Ghidra seems to be very proficient in using his grenades, using his projectiles, his C4s to try and just bail his opponents, get out the up tilts, and just keep putting that pressure on him. We're seeing it right now. Look how much damage he's racking up against Manny. Manny throwing his projectiles, his volleyball out, but they're only hitting the grenades. They're not really hitting Snake that much. And once again, the C4 just sitting there. Ghidra really just kind of knowing how to use his projectiles.
Yeah, and it's all about in a matchup like this where projectiles are just kind of flying around. Ghidra wants to keep Manny at bay, and once again, we've seen this before. If Manny gets a lead, he's going to run away with it, but on a stage like PS2, you can afford to play around with the space, right? Ghidra, a player that I've not really ever commentated a set before, we've seen, is starting to impress me a lot. A beautiful conversion off of the grenade, giving them the up air into that very first stock. Manny kind of struggling around these grenades quite a lot here.
Yeah, Manny seeming to have a lot of trouble trying to get in. What we saw Manny get last game do is we saw him set the tempo, set the pace, and where he got hit, he put in his damage. He
Absolutely. Oh, nice upper.
He got his damage, he got his cells for his volleyballs, but what I'm seeing him struggle to do right now against Ghidra is get in at all. He can't get his volleyball setups, he can't get his deep, he's getting his deep breathing in, but he's not being able to do anything with it. Ghidra setting up the C4, setting up the grenades as much and as far as he can with the rockets, just meaning that Manny is just really struggling to effectively do anything right now.
Effectively do anything, exactly. And when you're playing against a character like Snake, you're going to find yourself sort of ricocheting a lot of these grenades out of the way. Ghidra able to cover so much space right now, giving Manny a pretty hard time to get in, and the most you can really do is respond with a volleyball there. There it is. Once again, Ghidra sitting on the top platform there, not going to get hit by it either. Wants a nice parry there, beautiful stuff, but the deep breathing is going to go ahead and end right there. Sends out the Sunball potentially, throws it out, isn't able to find anything. Ghidra once again playing back, throwing out these grenades once more, just trying to play it safe essentially and not get hit, and you can clearly see the way they're trying to control the pace of this game. Manny's still sitting at 161%. One more grenade will probably do it, if I'm honest. It's not looking too good right now for our Wii Fit trainer.
No, Manny is really struggling to get in here. We see him throwing out these volleyballs. We see him just dodging these grenades, shielding the grenades, trying to just figure out the pattern, see if he can find a little opening for his volleyball to get through.
Yes.
But I think he needs to change his game plan here. I don't think volleyballs are going to cut it. We've seen him try to go full in for hard on. We've seen him throw out the sunballs. I don't know what else he can do, but he really does need to change up his strategy. Otherwise, he's not going to get in. We've seen Ghidra adapt to him. Look at that. Just tries to go for the sun breathing. Grenades come out. Rockets comes out. C4s come out. He tries to throw the volleyballs. Grenades come out once again.
Yep.
Just in different patterns. Now, Manny is actually racking up the damage quite now. Oh, and that's a nice F smash coming out from Manny.
Huge,
and you know what?
F smash.
I don't know. Maybe I've spoken it into existence, but Manny seems to have changed his entrance plan here. And he's throwing out. Oh, nice up tilt coming from Ghidra.
Yeah. I mean, I think what it is in a matchup like this is that it's just kind of very overwhelming at first, essentially, when all those grenades are kind of flying around and you have to deal with a lot of damage kind of being put on you, essentially. So Manny's just trying to find a way around it, trying to sort of wrap his head around what he needs to do in order to find this stock. Gets the volleyball, looks for the nair, isn't able to find, forward air, isn't able to find anything off of it. Throws out the sun salutation, isn't able to get anything off of that either. 66%, but as you can see right now, Manny still has that percentage lead at the moment and is playing towards Ghidra's playstyle. You can see him playing back, throwing out these projectiles, and that's the most that you can do. As boring as it may seem realistically, this is the most that you have to do in order to try and play against somebody that is just pressuring you with these grenades. Trying to go down low, going to try and find this down air here, but Ghidra not able to find it. Good counter there from Manny. Back throws, going to do it. Yeah, there we go. Manny throws him out once again. Gonna try go high here, looking for that C4. You've got to be careful because sometimes you could just miss it. It's right there on the top platform for those who don't know where it is there. Looking for that up tilt, isn't able to find it here. Once again, those bomb drops coming out. C4's down again on the floor. Don't know if Manny will either see it or forget it. Nikita out once again, 145% here. There's the C4 trying to set up with the grenades, looking to find something. 1-2 punch there with that grenade combo. The Nikita out once again, trying to do another one. Isn't able to find it. That Nikita will catch it. Oh, and this setup might actually be quite dangerous. Well.
Yeah. Dodges the grab. Gets a deep breathing off.
Deep breathing, holding onto it right now.
Coming out. Nice volleyball coming out from Manny.
Manny's closing in terms of percentage right now. Both players are going to try and find something huge to get this kill. The 4 tilt's not going to do it. Up air's going to catch him down, and Manny takes game number 1 in an absolute nail biter.
That was an incredible game from both players. Ghidra really setting the tone, setting the pace early on, throwing out those grenades, throwing out those projectiles, making sure Manny couldn't get in whatsoever. Manny somehow trying to just, managing to get around it, managing to do something.
In a game that seemed extremely difficult to play, especially at the beginning, Manny was able to adapt really, really well, especially towards the very end of that first game. And Ghidra, my God, the amount of offense that this player has. As they say, the good offense makes a good defense, and you know, Ghidra genuinely like putting on some really good offense there with those grenades. It's just kind of stopping Manny in his tracks a lot of the time. And I don't think we'll see a character switch. We're gonna continue right back onto PS2, I believe, as well. So we're running it straight back for game number 2. Once again, I believe this is best of 3. So
best of 3 still, yeah.
Semis, yeah.
Semis, yeah.
All right. So
we're back at PS2. And we're going to see, do we see the same offensive style from Ghidra, throwing out those grenades, throwing out those rockets? And I think we will. He's very offensive with his game plan. But Manny also playing a little bit more safe this time. He was at the start of the last game, he was out there. He was throwing out projectiles, he's throwing out volleyballs. Right now he's taking his time playing around these grenades because he knows what's going on. He's trying to take his time, throw these volleyballs out, and see what's going on.
It's all about setting the pace here. That's the whole gist of it. It's the whole goal. Both characters can genuinely do that. Snake does it a lot better, obviously, with these grenades. You can see it right now. Manny healing himself up with that deep breathing as well. Gonna try to give him a little bit of a buff, but catching him off guard with those grenades on the floor there. Ghidra really starting to try and put a lot of pressure. Every time Manny makes a move, there's a grenade that follows up right after. So Manny will obviously be being punished for trying to make the right moves, essentially, in this scenario right now. Both players, as you can see, trying to scramble for neutral right now, trying to find some sort of crumb of advantage state, but they're not able to find it here too much. Ghidra falls victim to the ball, and then the grenade in hand as well. 93%, Manny just healing a very, very small amount there of percentage. Ghidra getting that forward tilt, looking for something big, tries to go for the Nikita there. Manny on the ledge at the perfect time, still surviving, and once again, those projectiles just flying around. Nikita doing its thing, Manny using that the momentum to just kind of stay around that Nikita, not trying to get hit too much there. Once again, both players just trying to put on a lot of pressure against one another. We're seeing those, like that percentage gap is starting to close a little bit more now.
Yeah, Ghidra keep throwing out these projectiles.
Oh my God!
Oh, the C4 coming out, and I forgot it was there.
No, that was a grenade. That was a nade. Yeah.
That was a nade.
That
Okay,
was a
my
nade,
bad. The C4 is on the ground though. Oh no, never mind. It's no longer on the ground. But once again, like you said, the percentage gap is closing and closing, even with Manny healing little by little with the deep breaths, the sun balls.
Exactly.
It's Ghidra is applying this pressure and this damage, but neither of them really finding the killing power that they need just yet. When it's basically next hit gets the stock. Next solid hit gets a stock. Nice F tilt.
Speaking of which, that roll read definitely could have been.
That could have been bad, yeah.
But for the F tilt, has the grenade in hand. Ghidra gonna try and find something off it. No, the volleyball comes out at the perfect time there. Manny able to stop Ghidra in their tracks there. Once again, the grenades coming out. Once again, there's the C4 as well. You've got to be careful about that one. Manny not gonna try and get in too close, because every time he does, once again a grenade is gonna start flying out. But Manny looking for that up air, and the grenade once again coming out, punishing him for any moves that he makes. The C4, beautiful catch from Ghidra there. Good stuff getting that first look, but he's sitting at 184% right now, and he's going to pay the price. An up air Manny trying to now manages to reset it essentially, and both players are down to 2 stocks apiece.
And Manny and Ghidra once again applying the same kind of ideology that they took in from the end of the last game. They're playing around each other, they're playing around these projectiles. The Sambal deflecting some of the grenades back at Ghidra, and you have to wonder, which, like with the C4s that have been planted and the rockets that are being placed, you have to wonder, how is the, apologies, I have something in my throat. how is Manny going to get through this? We've seen him take the stock. We've seen him take the lead. He took the first game, obviously, but if Ghidra begins to change up his patterns of how he's throwing them, throw high, throw low, and then throw low, then throw high, it's more about can Manny adapt to that in time before he loses the stock.
Definitely. That's definitely one of the questions that you have to ask, especially with how intense it is right now on this battlefield right here. As you can see, once again, those projectiles flying out, and Manny getting punished for every time that he hits a move. A grenade is always there. We've seen it flying around. The C4's there as well. Manny's aware of the situation. C4's down and out. Once again, the grenade right off of the volleyball is going to send him straight out flying. Both players sitting at very, very high percentages right now. There's an Nikita once again. Manny looking for something with a forward air. That's going to trade though. Ghidra's still surviving. Manny will take the damage and take the kill. Oh, sorry, we'll have their stock taken by Ghidra there. And he's gonna face the consequences for it, unfortunately. See Manny charging up that Sun Ball, once again throwing out those volleyballs once more now. Gonna try and run away with this lead if he's able to find it, but isn't gonna be able to. Ghidra, once again, playing us along the side of the stage. Gonna try to find these grenades, gonna try and rack up this percentage as much as they possibly can. The Nikita comes out, Manny in the air. Beautiful stuff, keeping himself airborne just to avoid the Nikita once again, especially on the ground there. Both players just scrambling and scrambling just to find something, and it's not looking too easy right now for Manny.
Manny once again just taking up this percentage, taking up this stock, and Ghidra trying to lead with this stock as much as he can. He's on 165.
Yeah.
One really good hit from Manny, especially with deep breathing, can really send him. Ooh, misses the dash attack. And Manny's in a bit of a dangerous spot at the ledge here. Against Snake as well, C4s, Nikita, grenades, he will be in a dangerous spot regardless. 70-ish%. Oh, and the Sun Ball kills him.
There it is. Sun Ball comes out. Manny was able to go ahead and take him out with that neutral B. Beautiful stuff. Gonna try and do something on the shield there. Not able to find anything after the up tilt. No punish there either. And here's the thing, Manny up close and personal can really do some damage, but the way Ghidra's playing, not letting him have that opportunity. The deep breathing fails for a second time there. Manny looking for a third. The Nikita goes out. Ghidra, beautiful catch, evening it out. We are going into a game number 3 for your loser semifinals. Mad stuff right there.
Ghidra once again reading that spot dodge with the that air dodge with the Nikita, and we are going into a game 3. It's just very tight. This is a very tight set of games. I'm unsure about who's going to win this.
Yeah, now I'm quite unsure because obviously I haven't seen much of Ghidra. This is my first time seeing Ghidra play. I've got to say I'm extremely impressed with how they're playing. Just playing like an iron wall, not letting themselves crack in terms of their defense at all. Manny in a bit of a tough situation right now and trying to find a way to get through that iron wall. But we'll just see. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited to see where we go down for game number 3. I don't think we.
I was very concerned we were about to see an Igus on stream for a second. I was gonna say why.
Yeah, I don't think we'd see a switch from either one of these players. Obviously, both players now took a game. They are on their set point. It's about now basically just will come down to this. Like
this is do or die for them.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. This is your tournament's life on the line right now. Game number 3 of the set. Manny already trying to start off strong with that deep breathing. Has already got 29% throwing out that volleyball once again. Beautiful stuff. Grenades coming out now. Things are going to start to look a little bit query now. Manny off stage doesn't want to hang out there for too long right now. He's going to try and find a way in. But Ghidra, as we saw before in the previous 2 games, is just not going to let Manny do that in any way, shape, or form.
Now, with a commentator I was sitting with earlier with Manny's game, commentating another one of Manny's games, they said that Manny loved to play at the ledge. He was a fan of the ledge, and he didn't really need that center stage in order to take hold of the game. However, Ghidra, with this ledge trapping, with the C4s, with the grenades, with the rockets, is a very difficult. It's a difficult interaction because now Manny has to try and play center stage. He has to try and get in. Otherwise, he's going to be ledge trapped by all these projectiles. So Manny has to try and change up his approach tactic here, which could be dangerous for him.
Absolutely. No, I agree with this statement. Like, it genuinely, like, you have to find a way to sort of mix it up a little bit more. That Nikita's genuinely going to try and punish him there, but it's not going to do it there. Throwing out one or two more grenades here. Now Manny getting that volleyball good. Parry from Ghidra, tries to catch him with the C4, isn't able to do it there. There's deep breathing. Both players are just running around right behind one another. Manny now finds Ghidra in a disadvantaged position right now. They've been looking for these. Oh, didn't he go for the up tilt? I'm surprised.
we saw Ghidra at the edge of that corner hit, that corner blast zone there, and I really thought that was a stock for him.
No, same. I genuinely thought he was going to chase Manny for an up tilt, but it didn't happen.
Deep breathing coming in from Manny, and you see what deep breathing does. The buffs it stack,
Yeah.
the insane amount of damage that Manny can get off from one conversion, two conversions, and Ghidra is actually in a very precarious position compared to Manny, where for the first time, I think for the first time with the stock compared to the rest of this stock, like this set,
sure,
where they've been quite even for the rest of the time. Ooh,
Low profiles it with the crouch.
Profile.
Huge stuff from Ghidra. Good stuff.
Ghidra nearly lost the stock
Ghidra's
there.
really playing Metal Gear Solid right now. Ghidra's playing a whole different game to Smash Brothers at the moment. Throwing out a couple more grenades again, trying to really start to build up that iron defense that we've seen before, especially from Ghidra. Throwing out the volleyball once again. Manny still has that Sun Salutation ready to go at any given notice. He could throw it out whenever he needs to. The grenade was still attached. Good pressure there, catching the grenade off guard so that Ghidra would start flying off into the sky and taking some damage there. And that's something that I think Manny has started to adapt to a little bit more. Those grenades, if Ghidra holds them for too long, could really start to be the bane of your existence.
They really can.
Like
Manny stacking the rage with deep breathing. Oh, and
my God,
I
and
said,
return
that
to
up
sender.
tilt
Oh
coming
my
up.
God.
And now they're both even on stock, so I was going to say Manny with deep breathing and stock and rage really is a dangerous combo to be had. The amount of damage you can rack up from that, the combo potential you have, is insane. But Ghidra answering back with an up tilt, and now they're back into the neutral we've been seeing for this set. Throwing out those projectiles, just trying to see if they can get in little by little.
We've seen this before. We've seen Manny run back from this many a time before. But right now, Ghidra being the Iron Wall is not trying to let that happen. Slowly starting to approach, throwing down that C4. Once again, Manny hanging out with the ledge, and as we said before, loves to do so. So you're gonna have to be quite careful here. Ghidra, wasting the C4 there. Throws it out on the platform once again. Trying to find something here. Throws out the grenades once more. It's starting to look like a wall just between projectiles again. Nice blow profile between Manny there. From Manny, sorry.
And you have to commend how both these players are using projectiles to try and counter out another one of the projectiles. I mean, we've seen Manny use Sunball and Volleyball to block out Nikita multiple times. Stop that movement.
Oh! Going down deep for a spike. Huge stuff from Manny.
What a fantastic spike from Manny. And this could be the start. Ooh.
That's good. That's actually really, really good.
That was really good.
You deny the opportunity for Ghidra to make it back up on the stage, and this is the lead that Manny could be running with here. Looking for that up air, could have potentially done it. The down air coming up from Ghidra. Huge stuff here. These stocks are starting to really ramp up right now. Both players are trying to do something. Both on fire. The grenade. Huge stuff. C4 out at the right time. Manny losing that, and things are starting to really, really close in between both players now.
Snake beginning to accumulate that rage. Now, will that make much of a difference? Because when Snake gets in, that up tilt does damage. It really does. And we've seen it kill already a couple times during this set. So, if Ghidra can get Manny to a high enough percentage, will that up tilt be able to kill? Manny, obviously, stacking that deep breathing, trying to get in. He doesn't really want to approach. He wants to close out the set as quick as possible. 115 on Snake, like, he wants this.
It's definitely doable if he can find something right off of this forward throw there. Isn't able to get it. And tries to look for the down air. Gets it, however, is right on stage. Ghidra still surviving. Throws out the grenades once again. And this is it. Things are going to start to look even more dangerous now. If Ghidra is given enough space, can really start to close this gap in terms of percentages. If Manny is kept off guard, deep breathing out once again. It could run out very, very quickly. Manny needs to make this opportunity really, really quick. Make use of this opportunity, sorry, very, very quickly there. There goes the deep breathing once again. Ghidra sitting at 162%, holding onto that. Oh, the up air! What a setup there coming up from Ghidra. Manny's still surviving here. The Nikita not able to kill there. Oh my lord. This is really, really close.
And Manny has so much percentage right now. It's no longer a game of can Manny just get the kill before Ghidra can get enough percentage. Ghidra has that percentage now. It's more a game of whoever can get this next solid confirm will take the stock.
Things are getting really, really tense. Both players are scrambling. You can already feel it.
This is tournament stock for someone.
It's shaky. The atmosphere's getting really tense. The up tilt, the parry. No punish there. The grenades coming out once again. Side B looking for something. Manny going off stage once again, throwing out the side Bs. The grenades are there. Nikita's around. You're going to have to dance around it, baby. There you go. Side B coming out from Manny once again. And Ghidra is going to try and find something there. Dash attack. And Manny wins over Ghidra, so close, clutching it out by the skin of his teeth.
What an insane set coming out from Ghidra, man.
Set.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
What a set. Huge
What a
stuff from
set
Manny.
coming out from Ghidra and Manny. Manny moving on to losers finals.